Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the most recent update about EDC Las Vegas from Pasquale Rotella. They have confirmed that they are going to try and go ahead with EDC Las Vegas in May, the original dates. They are not moving it to October as it was rumored to be. And then I'm going to give you my thoughts about EDC Las Vegas happening in May, or do I think we should postpone it? All that good stuff. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Cotton Candy. It has been a really long time since I've made videos. I think I only made one other video this year, and that was for the Cashmere song review, and I just have been so busy and had so much going on, and I moved, so this is my new studio. So I've been kind of too busy to do videos lately, except the Cashmere one, because when Cashmere personally asks you to do a video, you get it done, right? So yeah, he actually asked me to do another video for him really soon, so I'm probably going to put that together this week. Stay tuned for that. So yeah, Pasquale Rotella did just post on Instagram this super long update about EDC Las Vegas happening in May. They confirmed that they are planning to go ahead with it in May. He actually posted an update last week because there was this huge rumor going around that EDC Las Vegas was for sure moving from May to October. If you're interested in how that rumor started, I will get into it right after we go over the main update that he just posted, because it's obviously really important. So I'm just gonna read the whole thing for you. It is a lot, but yeah, we'll read it together. First, thank you for being so understanding and patient as we work through this. I know this process has not been ideal for many, but know that we've been doing everything we can to make the show happen during this challenging and ever-changing times. For our May dates, we submitted a robust safety plan that is currently under review by Nevada officials. I will let you know the final decision April 8th or sooner. If our plan is approved, we will move forward with the May 21st through the 23rd dates, and if not, EDC will be moved to October. I hear your travel concerns. I know this is not a perfect situation. However, most Vegas hotel reservations can be canceled up to 48 hours before check-in, and most airlines are not charging change fees if you book by the end of March. Wherever you decide to book, be sure to double check and confirm that they are following these policies. I recommend booking your travel now, and you can transfer it to October if EDC is moved. International travelers with restrictions may transfer their passes to next year without question. If the show happens in May and you don't want to or are unable to attend, you'll have the option of transferring your ticket to 2022. If the show gets pushed to October and you can't make it, you'll have the option of receiving a refund. To the headliners asking that we move the show now, I hear your concerns. We also need to consider the headliners who have struggled through this year and need EDC and the support of our community in their lives. We'd love to be able to pull the show off and bring light back into their lives sooner rather than later. But if the show ends up happening in October, we'll still be able to share the magic of EDC together. The final decision will be made very soon. Thank you again for sticking with us through this. I've been through a lot of ups and downs in life, and I really appreciate all those who have continued on this journey with me. Whether it happens in May or October, know that I always do my best to make things happen for you. I can't wait to see you under the electric sky. Heart. So the takeaway from this message, just to sign it up, is that they so far are completely committed to having EDC Las Vegas in May, but they'll hear the final verdict if they're able to have it in May very soon, and they'll let us know as soon as they know. So in the update last week, he did confirm that EDC Las Vegas was happening in May, totally debunked the rumor that it was happening in October that was spreading around social media. And there was this huge uproar. Everybody was so pissed. They were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're still having it in May. You're so irresponsible. And then brought up all of these different concerns, why people are upset or not wanting it to happen in May and hoping that it gets moved to October. He does answer some of those questions and concerns people have been having about the event directly in this message, but if you're not on social media and you're not seeing all this uproar, or these aren't personal worries for you, you may not even be aware that these are a problem. So probably one of the number one concerns is that it isn't safe for EDC to happen in May, because that's only a month and a half away. Yeah, or 2 months away, a little less than 2 months away. The original dates are May 21st through the 23rd. So a lot of people are thinking it's really irresponsible because we are not quite out of the pandemic yet. Not everyone is vaccinated, and I think a lot of that is just because it's not available to the majority of people who would attend EDC. Like a lot of us, like the demographics is usually a lot younger. We're a lot younger crowd, and like the healthier young people are at the very bottom of the list to receive the vaccines, right? I know I personally have been keeping a hard eye on when I can get the vaccine in my state because I want to go back to festivals, and I know I'm going to get a lot of shit if I go to any of the festivals that are still happening. They're so controversial, and so yeah, I get it. I agree, it's not really safe to be like traveling and going to like festivals, even with like social distancing and stuff. I actually really wanted to go to Abduction, the Insomniac festival in Florida, and you know, I usually get media with like all of the Insomniac events, so if I went, I would have covered the event, but like it's coming up so close. It's like next weekend or the weekend after, and like I've been keeping an eye on the list trying to see if I qualify for a vaccine yet, and I don't, so it would probably just be really irresponsible, and I'm also kind of struggling with money right now, so it wasn't gonna work out. But yeah, Abduction is still gonna happen. Everyone's really confident that it's still gonna happen in Florida because their restrictions there are really loose. What's in my eye? So Abduction, how? Okay. So yeah, Abduction in Florida is still happening. I think Insomniac's doing another event in Florida, and then Ubby Dubby or Ooby Dooby, I think it's Ubby Dubby, is still going on in Texas next month. So yeah, there are definitely these festivals starting to happen again, and they're just so controversial because yeah, we're not out of the pandemic yet, and I think a lot of people don't want to attend without the vaccine or until numbers are better. And like numbers and stuff, I'm trying to make sense of like the news and everything, right? Because you hear so many different things from so many different people, and like numbers are going down, right? Numbers and positive tests. But I found out that like a lot of the medical systems have switched from putting all their resources into COVID testing and now put it into the vaccines, into getting vaccines distributed. And so that's also contributing to the numbers going down. And so it's controversial. Some people are down for these festivals happening. A lot of people do still want EDC Las Vegas to happen in May, and they just want to get back to their life, and rightfully so. And I bet quite a few people who do still want EDC to happen in May have been vaccinated or had COVID, so have that immunity and are just like ready to get their lives back. But yeah, like the safety thing, it's not safe and it's irresponsible to have it in May. I totally get that. Pasquale really doesn't address that specific concern kind of directly in his message. He did say that they have like a really elaborate, detailed plan on how to make this event really safe. And I know they haven't announced that it would be reduced capacity, but like we're gonna get into some of the other concerns in a minute. I think if they do have it in May, the amount of people who wouldn't be able to go would drastically reduce the numbers anyway, so it would probably be a reduced capacity event. I don't know what measures they're going to be taking to make it a safe event since we're still in the middle of the pandemic, and things might not be any better by May. The numbers might still be really bad. The vast majority of young, healthy people may still not be vaccinated, but I do think it's possible reduced capacity could help with their plan to still have it in May. They have a lot of money and they have a lot of experience and they have their shit together. So if anyone can pull off this massive event and make it like super safe, I do think it's them. Also, the Speedway, the whole area is like humongous, so I think if they were to expand areas even more, it's totally possible to have like things spread out to make it more socially distanced. I mean, EDC Las Vegas over the years has become so packed with stuff. Like the first EDC I went to in 2013, like they used this whole area, but everything was really spread out. And as time has gone on and they get more and more money and more funding and more people attend, like they fill the space so much with so much stuff. There's just stuff everywhere. You're just walking around and there's things to do everywhere. There's like there's like 7 or 8 stages and then like 7 or 8 art cars. Like there's a lot of stuff everywhere. So I do think they have the opportunity to remove a lot of things and kind of minimize the amount of stuff to like open the areas of the speedway. I'm speculating that that's a possibility. I did hear rumors about having separate areas, like for people who have had COVID or people who haven't, or I don't know how people are saying that they were going to break up these areas, but that is a rumor. That doesn't really seem all that practical to me. Oh, I do think testing before the event, COVID testing or proof of vaccination, would be incorporated into preparation for the event. Like you would have to take a COVID test before you leave and then have to take a COVID test like right when you get in or something. Like I said, they have a lot of money, so if anyone has the ability to pull this off, it's them. Does that mean I personally think they should try and pull it off? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna give my opinion after we go over everything. Another really big concern people are having are the travel restrictions that are still in place. So as of right now, the borders into the United States are completely closed. No one from any other country can actually get in. That includes the borders for Canada and Mexico. No one can enter the US from Canada. No one can enter the US from Mexico. I can't see the borders being open until everyone in the United States is vaccinated. And I mean, not everyone is going to be vaccinated. So I would say I don't think they're going to open any of the borders to the United States until we reach herd immunity. And so like not everybody has to be vaccinated for us to do that. So many people have already had COVID. Plus all the people who are getting vaccinated, like after we reach a certain number, we reach herd immunity, meaning that it's okay that X amount of people don't get the vaccine because enough people in the United States are immune that we have reached herd immunity, and then it would be safe for us to open the borders theoretically. Based on when the vaccines will be available to everyone to get in the US, I don't see the borders being open by May. And even if our borders are open by May, like other countries are on certain lockdowns where their citizens cannot leave their country. So like as of right now, the UK is still on a hard lockdown. I think it's projected that they're supposed to possibly open their lockdown up in June or July, and then people would be allowed to leave the country after that. But like then for sure, if they have it in May, no one from England can come. No one from the UK can come. I think Australia is still on a lockdown, so no one from Australia could leave their country and come here to go to EDC. And those points hit close to home for me because I have really close friends in England and Australia, and I want to go to EDC with them. That's who I want to be under the electric sky with. And so it would really suck for it to happen in May and not be able to see all of my international friends. Like those are my raver friends. This is the problem with being an international raver and having friends all over the world. Well, I mean, it wasn't a problem before COVID, but it's a problem now. It would be a problem if EDC happened in May. And that's just like talking about friends, like attendees, but like that goes the same for all of the DJs all over the world. Like that would mean that EDC would be a United States only lineup, and like I just can't picture EDC Las Vegas only having US DJs. It wouldn't even be North American DJs because yeah, the Canada border is closed, the Mexico border is closed, and so it would just be like US DJs and US attendees, and it would just be weird because EDC is such a broad cultural event. One of the special things about it is that you have so many different acts from all over the world and so many different attendees from all over the world. I mean, even if EDC, the attendance is predominantly a North American festival, like most of the attendees are from countries in North America, yeah, that's like, we're missing all of Canada and all of Mexico. And I do have friends who are like vendors who live in Canada, and they are supposed to have booths at EDC Las Vegas. And if the borders are closed, they're not going to be able to go, which is lame because they haven't been, like they make their money, by the way, I'm talking about Candy's World. You've seen them in my vlogs before. I actually work at their booths sometimes, and I like travel and go to festivals with them, and so they're really awesome, and they've lost all of that income by not going to festivals and selling their merchandise. So I know they would be really bummed if they missed the opportunity to sell at EDC Las Vegas, because it happened in May. So that's another really big issue, is all of the people who wouldn't be able to attend the event, and also the lineup being only US DJs. And you know, we have tons of talent here in the US, but like I can see where people are coming from. I agree, the same thing. I would prefer to attend EDC Las Vegas where there's way more artists to see. And like here in the US, we simply just don't have like a bunch of hardstyle, like hard dance music. We don't have hardcore or hardstyle artists here. We have like a few, and they're mostly based in like LA. And then we don't have a lot of like drum and bass artists here. I would say like, yeah, in Europe they have a lot of really, really great drum and bass artists that we would be missing out on. We would definitely have a really, really good dubstep lineup because we have so many dubstep DJs here in the US. It would just be like dubstep like at every stage, and it would be a bass head's wet dream. But yeah, then at that point it's just Lost Lands Festival, and that's what makes Lost Lands special. And what makes EDC special is that it has so many different artists and genres. So we would be missing out a lot on that, I think. Another reason that he addresses, which I think he addresses too much, because I feel like this really wasn't like the main concern people were having, but people were like, we need to know ASAP, like if it's for sure happening in May or if it's getting moved to October because of their flight reservations and their hotel reservations. Like they want to know if they need to make changes. They don't want to run out of time and lose money on a flight or lose money on a hotel. But luckily he is right. As of right now, like all of the airlines and the hotels, most of them are being really accommodating because of COVID and aren't charging fees for like changing and canceling and stuff. But again, I do not think that's the biggest concern that people have. I think the other two things is the borders being closed and the travel restrictions, and then safety. Like, is it gonna be safe? And is it irresponsible to have? Like, I think those are the main concerns. I also do get what he's saying about trying to have it in May. A lot of people are really, really struggling with not having festivals right now, and EDC Las Vegas is such an important part to people. My throat's getting dry. I haven't done videos in a while, and so I'm not like used to talking this much anymore. I live by myself, so I don't talk to anyone but my cat, and he doesn't talk that much, so it's just like, I understand why they want to have it in May, I guess, is like so many people are struggling emotionally, like with depression, and even physically. Like it takes a mental and physical toll on you, like this whole COVID lockdown thing, not having festivals. And I know everybody is in the same boat, so I want to say that makes it better, but it doesn't. It just sucks for everyone. My point is that I get it. I get that a lot of people are struggling like with depression and stuff, and really having withdrawals from events, and having EDC would just be so freaking amazing. And so Pasquale is like, we would really like to have this in May sooner than later so we can really help out those people. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can get into like what my thoughts about it happening in May and it moving to October. Like, what are my thoughts? I personally would much rather have it in October, and it's not even so much as like a safety thing for me, like, or an irresponsible thing for me. Like, I do think kind of in April that's a little iffy to be having events, but I do think by the end of May, which is when EDC is, it would be possible for like the majority of people in the US to have been vaccinated, or enough people in the US to be vaccinated. And then like if EDC were to incorporate something where you had to prove your vaccination before attending the event, I do think enough people will have the opportunity to get the vaccine for them to get into the festival. And enough people have access to like COVID tests where they can prove that they got a COVID test and tested negative. I'm not saying that that's 100% true. Like, if things are bad by May, we don't really know right now, but if things are really bad and numbers are still bad and stuff, I obviously would be like, yeah, it's not safe and that's why we shouldn't have it. But right now, I guess I don't really know anything. I'm just like this raver girl stuck at my house all the time. But yeah, I don't know, so I don't really want to comment on safety because I can't predict the future. But I would say as of right now, my main concern is definitely the borders being closed. Like, I want to rave with my friends and they all live internationally, and I want to see international DJs. Like, my favorite DJ is Seven Lions, so he's here. But my other favorite DJ, Darren Styles, he's in the UK, and it's projected that he won't be able to leave the country, right, for like quite a few months. So I would rather it move to October so that way we could experience EDC in its fullest, with all the culture from all the DJs and all the attendees. That is what hits me the most, and why I would prefer it moved to October. If it happens in May, will I still go? Yes, I definitely will still go. EDC Las Vegas is my passion. I've never missed an EDC Las Vegas. Well, I can't even remember how many EDCs I've been to. Okay, so I went to my first EDC Las Vegas in 2013. Obviously missed last year because it didn't happen, which is lame, but I couldn't miss this year. Oh, I also went to the one in LA in 2010, right? Or was it 2011? It was 2010. I went to the last one in Los Angeles. But yeah, I feel like I would have to go to EDC even if they have it in May because I don't want to miss it. And also I'm pretty positive I'll be vaccinated by then. But like October just seems better and it would give me more time to save money because I'm kind of struggling financially right now because like I just moved and so I spent all this money in moving and like buying new furniture and stuff. And like for my studio, my apartment is right next to a massive street and then the next block over is like a freeway and it is so loud, so I went through so much effort to try and soundproof this room and I don't know if it's working. I got like a mic and stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, I just spent money and I was like saving for a camera because you guys know I make videos with my phone. Did I tilt this? Whatever. Because you guys know I make videos with my phone, so I was hoping to like upgrade and actually get a camera soon so I can make better quality videos for you guys. I just thought it was time to step up my game, but like I also adopted a cat. That's another new thing that has happened recently, and so my cat was a shelter cat. I adopted him and I thought he was super cute and he was blind and all kind of like mangy and broken, and I thought he was charming and he's really been the best cat ever. He had to have emergency surgery a few days ago and it is so expensive. Like vet things are so expensive. But yeah, actually I do have a GoFundMe link in the description of this video if anyone wants to donate a little bit and contribute to some of Margot's eye removal surgery. The link is in the description if you guys want to help. So he doesn't have an eye and he has like a cone over his head and he has like a respiratory infection and then like the eye is infected and my poor like little cat is just so sick. I feel really, really, really bad for him. Sorry, I'm just rambling and I got off topic. Yeah, I think that's it about this update. And so what happened last week, I'm pretty sure it was, is that this rumor, the reason why they're giving us this update and why they did one a few days ago or last week also is that this rumor started on Twitter that EDC was for sure going to move to October. This page called Vital Vegas said they had sources that confirmed that EDC was being moved to October. They said that they were vendors that were being told by Insomniac to prepare for EDC Las Vegas to move to October. I don't have COVID. I just don't talk this much anymore and I'm not used to it. I'm gonna try and wrap this up. Anyways, the rumor was started. Everybody was like freaking out on social media. They thought it was like really leaked information. Obviously this random like Twitter page really shouldn't have been a trusted source. But then like these EDM blog websites and stuff like GDE, Global Dance Electronic, posted that it was confirmed and that they had confirmed sources, trustworthy sources that confirmed it was being moved to October, and they just referenced this Twitter page that said they knew for sure it was gonna happen. Yeah, the only news outlet, EDM news outlet that I really trust is EDM Maniac. I get all my news from them. I have a good relationship with them, but not just that, it's just that I trust them and I know they have direct connections with Insomniac. Shortly after GDE posted their story about how EDC was confirmed to move to October, EDM Maniac posted their own article where they confirmed that it is not moving to October, it is staying in May. And then shortly after that, Pasquale Rotella posted an update saying it was for sure gonna happen in May, it was not getting moved to October, debunked that. And he had to because there was this huge fuss about this rumor that the festival was confirmed moving to October, and so he had to say something. And then when he said something, everybody was freaking out because nobody approves, or very little people approve of it still happening in May. And then now it's like a week later and we're getting this new update again confirming that it's gonna happen in May. So yeah, that's it. That's the 411 on EDC Las Vegas. We will see what happens. As he mentions in his post, they are going to let us know as soon as possible if it's for sure going to be approved to happen in May or if they're gonna have to move it. So I'm guessing they're gonna post it within the next day or two, and then this video will be kind of irrelevant. But yeah, I think it's time for me to start making videos again. I really wish I had the money to buy a camera because I run into so many problems. like making videos just on my phone and stuff. Yeah, but like my poor cat, I don't regret adopting him. He's like the best, cutest cat ever, and he deserves a better life now. I'm just happy that I was the one who adopted him because I love him to death and he's my child now, and I'm gonna do whatever, and I'm gonna figure out a way to come up with money to take care of him and stuff. But yeah, the GoFundMe link is in the description if you wanna donate to Margot and help him out. Yeah, so I'm working on my like studio, like decorating, and I'm still unpacking, so I will give you guys a walkthrough of my studio. I do have this really cool painting, a really cool artist, Brandy, she made for me custom. Yeah, so I still have to hang it, and then I was gonna decorate the wall with like really cool music festival photos from like famous photographers and my friends who are photographers, but like I don't have any money anymore, so like we'll see how long it takes me to come up with the money to decorate. Like I said, I'm gonna start making videos again. The next videos I'm gonna do are for Cashmere. He asked me to do another video for him. I'm gonna talk about Tomorrowland being moved from July to August and September. I think that's a weird decision, so I want to do a video on that. And I also like started a bunch of videos like at the beginning of the year or at the end of last year, and since I stopped making videos I just never got to them, so I need to finish editing those and post them. I have really fun ones. Like I have some about Tomorrowland, like what are the best and worst things about Tomorrowland. I want to get that up. I'm almost done with it. I just like stopped making content. But yeah, I'll get back into it, I promise. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise you I have already like a bunch of really awesome videos that you should definitely check out. Vlogs, reviews, fun tip videos, music list, like top music videos, and things like that, like so many, and I will post links to some of my favorites in the description. Also, please follow me on Spotify. I feel super bougie because I have like quite a few followers, and some of my playlists have like a lot of follows, and I just feel really cool because I put a lot of effort into my playlist. Like I take my music very seriously. So follow me on Spotify. You can search me for Cotton Candy, or also the link is in the description. I'm trying to get into TikTok, or I will be trying to get into TikTok again. I tried before and I just gave up. It's just hard to keep up with so many things, you know, there's so many things on, like, I don't know. But I'll try and get back into that, so follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram if you want. I'm officially like dry throat, unable to talk anymore because this has been too much talking for me. Thank you guys again for watching like basically my first video of the year, my second video of the year, and yeah, until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts.